It's the worst of the CBC for August 10th, 2021, the show where I watch the CBC so you don't have to. And today, again, a regular day, it's driving me crazy. Press conference of the women's soccer team. They won gold, good for them. They didn't call Canada evil, good for them. They said it'd be nice to have a Canadian women professional soccer team here in Canada. Maybe you'd make more money in Europe, it won't work, but go for it. I'm not going to go to your soccer games, but to be fair, I don't go to the men's soccer games either. There's nothing I would want to do less with my day than go see a professional soccer match, especially a Canadian one. I'd go see one in Europe where it matters and it's the highest level as like a one-time thing to hopefully not be bored and maybe get drunk. But no, I'm not going to go see your soccer games. It goes with TFC too. But congratulations, women. I'm very proud of you. If you make... I was the perfect... I missed the majority of the gold medal game, and then I came in and I saw it was the penalty shootouts. Best way to watch soccer. Just there for the end of the penalty kicks, which are ridiculous in soccer. They're way too easy, even though they, miss most of them today. Either ways, soccer, done. The real meat of this... You know what? Not even giving this the worst... This is the vaccine passport one. Okay. They cut immediately from the women's soccer team to the number one story is Quebec is implementing vaccine passports, which we have talked about. The glee on the look of the CBC faces, the Andrew Nichols and Lady McFrenchy Pants who came in to cover it, the absolute glee and euphoria that they get from talking about quashing civil liberties wholesale is magical. It's magical. Like, I've never seen their eyes come alight like they could, we just got $1 million from, the whatever government to do whatever. But, that would not make them as happy as Canadians losing civil liberties wholesale. It was near ecstasy. And, they did say, opposition parties have raised some questions and some people have concerns. That was their balance to the story. Some people have concerns. What are those concerns? Well, who knows? Who knows? Who could possibly be concerned over the fact that the government will create a database of your personal medical information, and you'll need to present that in almost everywhere you go, any restaurant, bar you want to go to, they'd have the right to look through your medical records, blah, 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 blah. It's horrifying. It's absolutely horrifying. I said from the beginning, the vaccine passport is more dangerous than COVID. Now, I am not a COVID denier. I'm not a COVID enthusiast either. I have been pretty... Middle of the road isn't the right way, but I haven't gone to either extreme that would have sort of helped me grow this. Now, this video and my general views on COVID will make, 20% of people, 10% over there, 10% over there, horrified. Absolutely. People have stopped following this because I'm fake news, because I say the virus is even real. I've had people say, you don't know what you're talking about. And someone might be in the comment section here. Here's proof the virus isn't even real. It's insane. It's real. Created in a lab in Wuhan in the province of Western Taiwan. Now, I've been saying for a while, the risk of COVID is low to moderate. Okay? So the only ways you can make people happy is you say there is zero risk to COVID. It isn't real. That makes some people really, really happy. And COVID is the most dangerous thing that's ever happened to humanity. This is worse than Hiroshima, Nagasaki, and the Holocaust all put together. Everyone will die of COVID unless we lose all our civil liberties. Give up all your civil liberties. You're going to die, you're going to die, you're going to die, you're going to die, you're going to die. Those are the two ways you grow a platform in the last year and a half. You go to one of those extremes, right? So this manifests in the vaccine argument in the sense that people are saying vaccines have absolutely no risks. And people, again, going, vaccines are more dangerous than COVID. So I've been walking the road saying, listen, the risk to the vaccine isn't zero. It's low. And there's a very good chance this video will get taken down for medical misinformation. I'll get a strike. I won't be able to live stream the Wednesday episode. But you can't live your life in fear and do this and be afraid of the YouTube censors all the time. Again, this is what's driving people so crazy, is I think that there's a significant chance, because I've been docked on a video that I talked about Pfizer. Canada purchased a 5-year agreement with Pfizer to make more vaccines. And I talked about the politics around that. Didn't talk about the disease. I got the appealed strike, medical misinformation. So this one I'm actually doing some, not medical information, but some sort of, quasi-medical analysis and risk-benefit. And so this is coming from someone who has 2 vaccines. I have double Pfizer. The risk of the vaccine is low. It is not zero. There are certain things. One of the risks is myocarditis. They even tell you when they inject you that. There's a very good chance by saying that Pfizer has a symptom of potential myocarditis, especially in younger males, will get down for medical misinformation, even though that's public information and that's what the doctors in Ontario, at least, are required to tell you before giving you the shot, right? If you feel tightness, take an Advil, it's an anti-inflammatory, blah, 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 blah. So it's going to be medical information, misinformation for relaying what the doctors told me when I get there. So this is coming from someone who has said, okay, risk of vaccine, low. Not zero, but low. Risk of COVID, not extreme, not zero. Low to moderate. So there was my, okay, fine, I'll do it so we can all get back to normal, so my family will stop harassing me, so I don't get outcast. I don't think the vaccine, listen, they don't have the ability to create a killer vaccination. Now the only way the vaccine could sterilize you, destroy the population, alter your genome to make you more compliant is total error. We don't have the technology to manufacture things that can, it's just way too complicated to willfully create something. If there are, it's just not possible. Now, okay, that being said, the vaccine risk is not zero. It's low. Also, this is the first time that mRNA vaccine and vaccine technology has been widely used in the human population. So we don't have adequate long-term data. Both of these things are true. So you're requiring people to get it. You're saying we the federal government, we the provincial government, we whatever government are saying, you cannot go into the restaurant unless you get this shot, which isn't even FDA approved. It's under emergency use approval. There is no long-term metadata on its effectiveness. This is not yellow fever vaccine. It's not the meningitis vaccine, where there's decades and decades and decades of research thoroughly done. The mRNA one is new. We don't know the long-term effects. We know the short-term effects. It's pretty low risk. We've vaccinated billions of people, so yes, there have been side effects. Yes, there have been adverse side effects. Yes, there have been severe adverse side effects in some people. I would say no one is denying this. No one reasonable is denying this, but the CBC is denying this. And we're going to require people to get, vaccines, 2 vaccines under experimental use going forward. And also the problem of the fact that we've ordered 5 more years of this. So what's the end of it? Like, if you say you got to get this vaccine passport, double doses, well, does it need to be updated next year? Do you need the 4th booster, the 5th, the 6th? Do you need all 5 booster shots? Do you not see the problems here? And then when you're requiring specific vaccinations, right? So if it has to be Pfizer, it has to be Moderna, it has to be this company or this company. Do you not see the potential for corruption there in, Pfizer giving extra money to the government to say that, oh, you know what? Say that the Johnson & Johnson vaccine doesn't require the passport, so those with the AstraZeneca have to get Pfizer. You see how many avenues of potential corruption there are. And this isn't even to mention the gross civil liberties violation that this is, which is, I think, the main goal of the... I mean, this is why the CBC is so elated. The concept of one civil liberty for one Canadian is nauseating to the CBC. Not until this is like a proto-North Korean state, where we have pictures of Justin Trudeau in all of our houses. Will they ever be happy? So that drove me crazy. That just drove me crazy. And I had to make the video because they were going to do another press conference at 3, and I had to leave before that because if I watch another COVID press conference, I'm going to... So, what does this get on the Rosemary Barton scale? I don't know. Congratulations to the women's gold medal. That's a -1 point. Go Canada. The fact that they hate civil liberties, that's a 10 out of 10. So we get a 9 out of 10 on the Rosemary Barton scale of bias. Please, God, if you're out there, send lightning, Zeus, lightning bolt CBC headquarters to save me a day. Please. I'll sacrifice a goat. Or 2 goats. Throw a virgin into a volcano. I'll throw a virgin goat into a volcano. Daniel Boardman guarantee. See you tomorrow.